All right, we want to bring in now Ashok Swain. He's a professor of peace and conflict research at Uppsala University. It's good to have you with us tonight. So let's kind of look at what's happened here. Sweden's Prime Minister Andersson has conceded the election victory of the right-wing opposition alliance. She says that she's going to resign. What does this mean for the country?
The country is that Sweden had only recently one prime minister, one female prime minister, and she will go out, and the Conservative Party or moderates will come back to power after an 8 years gap. It's not new that the conservatives or the right wing has been in power in Sweden. It's, as I said, 8 years before they were in power. What is new is that for the first time, the far right party, which has a troubled past, will be the main force, at least the number one party with the most of MPs in that coalition to support the government. And that's a big change, particularly Sweden's, how it will work in the domestically or internally, but it is certainly going to be a very strong negative message will put about Sweden outside the world.
And the party, the Sweden Democrats, I mean, they've placed particular emphasis on the issues of gang violence, criminality, immigration in this campaign. And I understand they want to introduce tougher immigration rules. What will that all look like? Can you take an educated guess looking in the future?
Yeah, I think if you look at in the last few years, Sweden has actually restricted its immigration rules because, as you know, whenever there is this rise of far-right parties takes place, the centrist or the mainstream parties do try to change their policies and try to get the policies in some way that they will think that they will block the far-right party. But that has not been successful. So what will happen if the party, which is most likely will not be party to the government directly, but with it support the government will continue, it will certainly will restrict more towards the refugee policy of the country. It will have much more tight immigration rules, tight police control measures. It will also be more going for the deportations of the immigrants. So those are the policies which will be, we will see much more and much more, not in a more inhuman way.
Let me ask you, too, about foreign policy, national security policy. Will anything change regarding Sweden and it joining NATO?
The Swedish far-right party is not, unlike many other European far-right parties, not directly opposing the Sweden's being part of the NATO or Sweden being part of the European Union. It's, of course, today the far-right party's political leader, he said that we will put the Sweden first. I don't know what does it mean, but I think that will not in any way affect most likely Sweden's membership to the NATO. It will be mostly the policies will be much more towards the domestic front. We'll see big changes, and also Sweden's way of looking at the refugee policies and others. Yes.
Ashok Swain, professor of peace and conflict research at Uppsala University. We appreciate your time and your insights tonight. Thank you.